Hello there. You probably have some questions for me right off the bat, like, what is a gravity sling anyway? Why is there a gun on the tool rack over there? Do the colors of the background lights change from video to video randomly, or is there a secret coded message for a true fan to detect in the code? In today's video, we'll explore only one of those three, and by the title you probably have guessed which one it's gonna be. Gravity Sling is a weapon featured in the movie called Pacific Rim Uprising. My goal is to make a real-life, human-sized version of it, kinda like my whip sword. Whenever I see like a cool science fiction item like a whip sword or a lightsaber or something, I always think about how would they work in real life with the technology we have. I clearly cannot make my Gravity Sling screen accurate, but I'll try to recreate the effect. Now I know I can't manipulate gravity, yet, so we have to go for the next best thing, magnetism. If we take both of these electromagnets that can hold 50 kilos each and give them to a nerd, what do we get? Now I can't read Chinese, but I'm pretty sure what they're saying here is that all the numbers are fake and I should not get my hopes up. But how far we can really push these? Our story begins in the prototyping department, also known as the scrap bin. The design that I have in mind has the batteries in the handle, so I need to make sure it fits. I'm going with a brass knuckles-like design, so I'll position the magnets in front of my fist. Sadly, I can't make an elaborate design and still have it functional, as magnets need a good solid contact to work. So far so good. Now I need to connect the magnets with the handle. It's not eyeballing it if you hold a measuring tool. Perfect fit. A quick change of attire to avoid a farmer's tan and we're off to welding. Oh hell yeah. It's pretty heavy. Boom! For the power source I'll be using two 2-cell LiPo batteries connected in serial. Since I'll want to disconnect the batteries for charging, I'll be attaching them with these tiny JST connectors. I'll leave a link in the description. Okay, so the batteries are now connected. If everything is wired up properly, we should see some serious voltage. Yes, it's alive. 16 volts for 12 volt magnets. I'm kinda getting my hopes up. I'm adding a momentary switch for a quick on and off control. Okay, now we have everything isolated. Everything should be wired up properly. Yeah, let's just give it a shot, I guess. Magneto! I think it's time to step it up. Supposedly, the magnets combined should hold 100 kilos, which is quite above my body weight. Now, since I don't live in a shipping container, I need to make something that would help me put these numbers to the test. For this next part, I'm mounting a thick piece of steel that I call the crippler to my workshop ceiling. Test number 1. Gravity Sling versus the crippler.
That was supposed to be epic, but it wasn't.
Definitely not.
Okay, so that sucked, but I had some ideas in mind. I tried sanding the sides of the magnets just to make the cores a bit more exposed for a better contact, and I also tried using an external power supply for a bit more voltage, but no matter what I did, as soon as I would pull really hard or apply my body weight, they would just snap off the plate. So even with an external power supply and all the tricks in the book, I couldn't make it support my weight. For version 2.0, I'll just use more powerful magnets. So I guess this is a lady's gravity sling, because if it was a girl hanging off of it, I think it would be strong enough to support it. Though I don't think I'll find many volunteers after my failed test. Anyway, I'm cleaning it up and drilling some holes for wire management. I figured since the movie Gravity Sling glows blue when it's in use, the least I can do is solder in some LEDs, so that's what I did. Huh, my hair changed, that's weird. Anyway, besides for making me fall flat on my ass, what are the practical applications of such a thing? The original in the movie is way more powerful and strictly a weapon, so what can I do with mine? No joke, you could actually use it to lift heavy things that are metal and maybe are not as easy to grab onto. Or you could use it as a metal detector and sort your drawers. Or use it in a workshop-related self-defense situation. Yep. And then use it to clean up. You can optimize all kinds of daily tasks, really. For example, nutrition. You can also terrorize the neighbors and get a good workout at the same time. No joke, I freaked them out with my flamethrower a while ago, so I'm pretty sure they're not too pleased seeing me swing around a weird gas tank over my head in the backyard. I kinda planned on it being a bit more sci-fi and cool and all that, but oh well, it's kinda goofy and I still like it. I think I'll come up with some actual uses for it later on.
It's a bit heavy.
This one's a weird one for sure, but I had fun building it and I hope you had fun watching. So yeah, thanks for watching, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.